Welcome back, guys. This is a 77 Impala changing rear shocks. So over here you got the regular nut that you gotta take off here, which is really easy, and that's 3/4 inch nut. And once you take that off, you see up there, you gotta take those two bolts off, those two nuts with the bolts. Alright, I'm going to leave that little loose. Now I'm going to go from the top. I'm going to use a long extension with a 13mm socket, deep socket, to get to this one. Now I'm going to crack to this side. Alright, now that I cracked to this side, you have to use a 1/2 inch ratchet on top, small one, to hold the bolt while you turn it from the bottom. Put that in there. Now hold it from the top with the ratchet. And it'll come right out. Now same thing on the other side. Put the socket in and reach around. My favorite thing to do is the reach around, and then hold it from the top with your ratchet. And it's out too. Bolt. Now you go ahead and loosen this down here all the way. And keep in mind the order this goes in, but in this car the shocks, they don't make them the same way with the hardware, so you could reuse this hardware or use the new hardware that it comes with. Now you just pull this out, and out you go. Now this goes in. Then you put a washer and another nut on there. Put a little thread locker in here, just a dab. So you snug that down. You have to tighten it all the way now. And now go ahead and put the top. You just align the top to where it's supposed to be. And now from the top you just put the bolts in. I got these bolts. I'm gonna put the washer underneath and the ratchet on top to hold it. I'll show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use a little trick to put this in now, so I'll show you what that's gonna look like. Alright, now this is what I use on the bottom, a long extension. What I'm gonna do here is, this goes on top. I'm gonna grab it with a small little ratchet on top, and on the bottom I'm putting a new washer and a new nut. Now I can't hold all these at once and do everything, so I'm just gonna tape this in here. I'm gonna put this in the socket here, and I'll put the washer on the outside. I'm going to use electrical tape to hold everything. Just one pass, just like that. As you can see, the tape is on the lip over there holding the washer. So all I gotta do now is just, I freed up a little, I freed up my other hand so I could just hold this on top with the ratchet. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now.
Eliminated.
Alright, so this is what I'm gonna do here. With one hand, I'm gonna hold this on top. I'm gonna do the one on that side first. So I'm gonna hold that with my hand on one side, and the bottom one, I'm gonna use the long extension with the ratchet. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. And that's in. Don't do it all the way in because you have to move the shock a little bit. Don't do it all the way in because you have to move the shock a little bit on the other side so it can line up with the hole. So that worked perfectly. As you can see, it's in there. And the washer and the nut came out. So I'm going to go ahead and line that up now. Now here, if you tighten it too much and it doesn't line up, you get one of these. A little locating pin or a flathead screwdriver, whatever you prefer. You just stick it in the hole and just move it over. And now it lines up. This is the old shock that we took out. Look how bad it is. It won't extend. So that's bad. The Eagle stuff is bad if it's leaking, if you see oil residue over here, or if you push down the car and it bounces more than one time. So that's bad also. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, you know you want to. Toodles.